Wakili finally reveals the reason why he did not run from the OPC members that arrested him. The infamous Fulani warlord Iskilu Wakili that was arrested few days ago by members of Odua People's Congress has now revealed to the newsmen at the SCID, that is the state CID, Iyakanku, Ibadan, the reason why he refused to run away when he saw the OPC members approaching. The successful arrest of Iskilu Wakili was achieved by some security outfits, including some OPC members who attacked him in his house unaware. Many people have been praising them for a job well done, but the Iskulu Wakili has revealed the actual reason why his arrest was possible by the OPC. Iskulu Wakili has been accused of many crimes and many people have been trying to arrest him for years, but all attempts have always been futile. This begs the question that why was it possible for the members of the Odua People's Congress to be able to nab him just in his hut, just like that? Well, Iskil Wakili has provided the answer to that question while speaking to newsmen at the state's criminal department. Wakili says that he was fully aware that they were approaching to arrest him. He says that he was alerted by the woman in his compound about the presence of the security outfit coming to arrest him. He said the only reason he did not leave was because he was very sick and unable to run. He said he knew they were approaching, so he told the people in his compound to run for their lives. After he was arrested, he said they dragged him out of his hut without any clothes on and they later handed him over to Igbora police. He added that he fainted severely on the way to the station and we got there successfully. They moved him to the State Criminal Investigation Department. He says that he was later informed that his house was razed and his son's wife was shot during the attack. According to him, his son's wife, Kande, is now lying in the mortuary. The report says that the notorious Fulani warlord even denied all the allegations that were made against him. He said he was never been a kidnapper in his life. He claimed that two of his children were once kidnapped, that he even had to pay millions of naira to get them out, so all the allegations made against him were baseless. Thank you for listening to this news. What else do you expect? What else do you expect from a bandit that has just been arrested? What else do you expect? He will deny it now. You don't expect him to start telling you the truth. How many fingers were pointing at him? The fingers pointing at him were many. Were many. Not one, not two. They were many. So what is he saying? The fingers pointing at him were not just two. I remembered the commissioner of police sent by President Mubarak, the female police commissioner of police, sent by the president to investigate the violence, the crisis going on in Oyo. that is Ngozi Onadeko. Ngozi Onadeko, in the course of our investigation along with Sunday Igbo, visiting the villages, the Barapa village, each home they enter, we definitely mention Wakili. Each home they enter, we mention Wakili. If they don't mention Wakili, they will mention the the Seriki of Fulani, the one Sunday Igbo confronted, that is no longer in Oyo. You see that? So now, tell me, in the whole village, almost everybody are pointing fingers at you. And you are denying that you have never kidnapped. What makes you to feel that the people, what makes you feel that you are telling the truth? Or what makes you feel that the people should believe that you are telling the truth? Huh? Tell me. You would see, a bandit will never tell you the truth. Even when you tell them to show you the home of the paymaster, they will never show you. They will never show you. So I, for one, I am not surprised in any way that this has happened. I am only happy that he has been apprehended. And now that he has been apprehended, justice should take its course without any further delay. Because delay, I say, can be dangerous. He should be given that criminal treatment. There should be no sentiment at all. There should be no sentiment, because he himself has also taken lives of people. He has killed a lot now. He has killed a lot of people. You understand? He has killed people. So there should be no any form of sympathy, because sympathizing with such person means that you are encouraging him to go back to the business. So he should not be sympathized in any way. He doesn't deserve any sympathy. He doesn't at all, in any way. So, my dear viewers, based on this that has just been pointed out, what do you think? What's your feel? Please deem it free to leave those comments of yours below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.